For exclusive perks and to see all our interviews in its entirety, go to the top line of the description box and sign up for channel memberships right now. Get never before seen content or opportunity to ask one of our guests questions, plus other great exclusives. The link is at the top line of the description box. What are you waiting for? Go, go, go! All right, man, let's get into this one. We got a banger for you today. A good topic of discussion. Now, news broke. We actually talked about it yesterday on Hip Hop News Uncensored. And if you want to catch the full article on Jay-Z trying to help a prisoner out and pretty much calling out the feds, I'll leave that link at the top line of the description box. Well, after that story broke yesterday, everybody started speculating and wondering how come Jay-Z is not hitting up Casanova. Now we know before Casanova was arrested on racketeering charges, he was actually signed under Jay-Z's Roc Nation label. Now Casanova actually, I guess he responded to the backlash and he put this up on his Twitter yesterday and he put, "Stop asking me what Jay-Z is doing for me. He did enough already. He gave me a shot." Now, to people just looking, they're going to say, well, okay, you're saying that Jay-Z ain't doing nothing for you, so you have to bring up the fact that he gave you a shot. But I look at this whole thing differently. You have to understand what Jay-Z is doing, like the people that he helped out, the young guy, Velez. He's been in jail from selling marijuana. He tried to sell a pound of marijuana, or was caught selling a pound of marijuana. He's been in jail since 2007, and he pretty much has some real minor violations on there that the feds are trying to hold him. And I mean minor, like taking fried chicken from the mess hall, taking it back to a cell. It was some other, ridiculous infraction. He actually wrote to Jay-Z. Jay-Z responded, along with his lawyer, Mr. Sparrow, and they're trying to help him. Look at 21 Savage. 21 Savage, it was a deportation case. Apparently there was a mix-up. I don't think he registered when he was supposed to register. And he's going after issues like, people being in inhumane conditions in prison. But when you look at Casanova, right, what can Jay-Z actually do for Casanova? Why are people asking that question? In my opinion, there's nothing that he could do because, in my opinion, Casanova is in a world of SHIT. He's in a world of it because you're talking about a racketeering charge. And despite, the guy, I forget the guy's name who came out and said that the case against him was weak. I don't buy that at all. I don't buy that the feds are bringing a weak case against someone and still won't let him out. I mean, when you look at the conviction rate of the feds, like when do they bring weak cases? I think that's just, to me, that's silly for somebody who doesn't have any inside knowledge of the case to actually say that. Now, with that being said, I'm not sitting up here acting like I want the dude to be locked up or nothing like that. But, usually, not always, but 90-something% of the time when the feds bring a case against someone, they got enough evidence where they're going to bury you. Now, sort of Jay-Z actually being a Fed, like a lot of people accuse him of being, with no real proof, just a lot of speculation. They want him to kind of wave his magic wand and, come out and help him, despite reports that Casanova, I think he even said out of his own mouth, like Jay-Z said, if you get caught up in the law, you're on your own, right? Sort of the same situation with Beanie Siegel when Beanie Siegel was on Rockefeller and they were trying to do a lot of business ventures. And, I'm sure Jay-Z wanted to hand, Beanie a bigger piece of the pie, but he kept getting in trouble. And it led back to that date when the judge was like, are you going to be responsible for another man's actions, meaning Beanie Siegel? Jay-Z said no, and I can't really blame him for that. Like, I can't be held responsible for a dude and want to run out there and get in trouble when we got these millions to make. It's like, dog, leave the street stuff alone. Let's get to making these millions, right? So I never faulted Jay-Z for that. He can't do nothing for Casanova. Now, if there was some type of infraction, maybe Casanova was in there and, he ain't get his food on time or medical attention, things like that, maybe he could help. But as far as a case that the feds put against Casanova, and saying that he's pretty much a member of the Gorilla Stone Nation. They got people already copping pleas, people already flipping, people already turning. It just don't look good. It just don't. So for people to think that Jay-Z's going to come in and say, you know what? All right, this man caught all these charges. I'm going to come in and make these charges disappear. Uh, it's just not going to happen. Now, as far as him maybe giving some money for legal representation, why would he need that? I mean, this dude has been one of the biggest rappers, you know what I mean, on the scene for the last 3 years. Roc Nation deal. I mean, these guys got $1 million chains on. It comes a point in time where you gotta have the money, the funds to fight these type of cases. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not saying this dude is guilty because I want him, just like anybody else, to go through the justice process. But I'm just looking at it from Jay-Z's side. Like it's nothing that he can really do for him. Now, he did, again, put up the money for 21 Savage. From what my understanding, 21 offered to pay him back. He helped Meek Mill out. But these were all cases where it was like an injustice. Like, all right, the 21 Savage, this was an injustice. The guy in jail, Valles, right now, that's been in there since 2007, it's an injustice. Petty things going on. Meek Mill was an injustice. Where's the injustice with Casanova? You have to show me that. Now, if you show me that and say, okay, he ain't got nothing to do with this, they trying to frame him, they don't got this, they don't got that, all right, then that's another thing, that's another conversation. But as far as we know right now, it looks like the feds have a pretty strong case from what we can see on Casanova 2 times. Probably one of the reasons, or one of the many reasons, why Jay-Z's not able to come in and help him at this particular time. Now, again, he could probably, give him the best lawyers, and it might not matter at the end of the day. And it comes at a point in time where a man's got to stand up on his own 2 feet, right? And take responsibility for his actions and take responsibility for fighting the system that's all in place. Now, again, I understand. I've studied the COINTELPRO. I understand the federal government. They've been corrupt on so many levels. So I'm not nowhere at all saying that, they're right about this, they got him. But my thing is, let this thing play out. Don't ask Jay-Z what he's doing. The people out there, ask Casanova and his circle what they're doing and what his lawyers can prove to try to get him. If indeed the case is as weak as people are saying, he should have no problem. He shouldn't even need Jay-Z because he's going to beat this once he goes to trial. But leave a comment below. What do you guys think about this? Do you think Jay-Z should help him more? Now, Casanova, again, he's saying that Jay-Z's done enough by giving him an opportunity. I 100% agree, because you're probably not making those extra millions. You're not as known if you don't sign with Jay-Z's company, Roc Nation. Well, with that being said, I'm going to digress, man. I definitely appreciate you guys. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about what Casanova said. Do you think that Jay-Z should help him more? Also, man, make sure you guys smash the like button. As always, share the video. That helps the most if you can share it on your Facebook timeline, text it to someone, email it to someone, and importantly, equally as importantly, subscribe if you're not already subscribed to Hip Hop News Uncensored. And if you are, and if you just subscribe, also make sure you hit the notification bell, select the option that says get all notifications from this channel. I'm going to digress, man. Be sure to check out the website, hiphopun.com. Got the link at the top line of the description box. And you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. I appreciate you guys. It's your boy, Old Guy Man, over and out. Peace.